was on both the domestic part of the debate. John McCain offered no case for change and didn't talk about real people. The middle class was kind of absent from John McCain's debate performance. Barack Obama consistently, in answer after answer, made a case for, as president, he's going to fight for the middle class. Secondly, on foreign policy, this is John McCain's home court. Should have been a game-changing moment for him. And we believe Barack Obama commanded that part of the debate. And for people who are out there wondering if he had a clear sense of the direction he wants to take the country in terms of foreign policy, how he'd behave as commander-in-chief, we think those questions were answered overwhelmingly tonight.
Don't you think he had a weak argument on Russia? I mean, Senator Obama switched right away about the energy stuff. I mean, he didn't really make this argument on Russia.
No, I think he had a strong answer on Russia. And I think on energy independence, which came up a couple different, as it should, came up in the first section, came up on foreign policy because they're connected. The question is, who can the American people trust to bring about energy independence? John McCain gave a speech about 2 months ago that said the problem on energy is for 30 years Washington hasn't acted. Well, John McCain's been there for 26, opposing, as Senator Obama said, most efforts at alternative energy. So who's really going to get energy independence done? The candidate who wants to give more tax cuts to the oil company, or the candidate who's going to put us on the path to energy independence, bring Republicans and Democrats together, and the country together to solve this pressing challenge?
Senator Obama seemed like he didn't want to engage Senator McCain directly, make eye contact. We didn't.
No, I think you're talking about Senator McCain. Senator Obama engaged John McCain directly, and I think in the way you should, which is to look over at your opponent. John McCain seemed pretty uneasy about that. But the important point is the substance of the debate. And I think on the substance of the debate, we had a clear win tonight. And we couldn't be more thrilled with the debate performance. And we think we made a compelling case for change and commanded the debate, particularly the foreign policy section, which should have been John McCain's self-professed area of expertise, and a debate that would benefit.
Do you think a gap between two generations of leaders showed up tonight?
No, I think it was about really two visions, okay? And what John McCain largely trumpeted tonight was a continuation of the Bush policies. He's offering more of the same. Okay? And Senator Obama is offering a clear change in direction. And what's important is on domestic policy. I think most voters understand that on taxes, on health care, on education, Senator Obama and Senator McCain may probably have differences and understand a little bit better. On foreign policy, I think the real value of tonight is voters got a real sense that there are two different directions on foreign policy. There's the old discredit approach, which isn't working right now. I mean, listen, John McCain spent a good portion of that debate defending his Iraq policy. And I think also defending his Afghanistan policy. Okay, and so we think that was a very important part of the debate, was that Iraq and Afghanistan section.
There's no knockout blows tonight. There's no knockout blows tonight. John McCain came in here reeling, and instead of putting him away, he allowed him to get back. And tomorrow we'll only be talking about a fairly even and rather boring debate for most of the viewers at home. Why was Barack Obama not able to finish the deal?
Finish it. I mean, we've got 39 days left, okay? And we're very confident that the voters that are still undecided in these battleground states, we made a lot of progress with tonight, more than John McCain. And listen, there's no knockout blows in a presidential race. Every day, you're just trying to make ground. You're trying to gain ground. We think we've gained some ground this week. We think we gained ground tonight. And that's the important thing. Listen, these states that are going to determine the presidency, Florida, Virginia, Colorado, Pennsylvania, Michigan, they're going to be decided by a few points, okay? So, but we think that we've had a great week this week. We think we capped it off with a great debate performance tonight. And it's John McCain that needed a game-changing moment. Needed it. And this was the debate to do it. This was his supposed strength, foreign policy. And I think most voters and neutral observers would agree that Barack Obama commanded that part of the debate. And again, I think on the economy section, John McCain did not talk about the struggling families out there. A lot of Washington speak. What Barack Obama did was say, listen, I'm going to go fight for you. So I think voters out there trying to get a sense of who are these people who are going to be our next president. They got a clear sense of advocacy that this president, if Barack Obama's president, he is going to go out there and run through the wall every day for the middle-class voters of this country. John McCain was largely divorced from the struggles of everyday people in this debate.
So the last half of the debate, it was clear that the theme for Senator McCain was to try to say that Obama does not understand this issue, that issue. He said it half a dozen times about several things. Are you concerned that sort of message will resonate with the American people?
He can say it all he wants. Okay? The fact is, John McCain was on the defense during the foreign policy section of the debate, defending his Iraq judgment, defending the fact that he didn't see the threat in Afghanistan until very recently. I think that we were on the offense on that. And so McCain can parrot his lines all he wants. The reality is, people were judging these two men tonight. Okay, who is going to take us in a direction of foreign policy that is a clear departure from President Bush? Barack Obama really articulated that. And I also think there's a sense that some of you would say, can Barack Obama cross the commander-in-chief threshold? Well, we think we not only crossed it tonight, we think we really flew by it. And I think that the voters out there saw a president on that stage, and someone who is going to take the country in a fundamentally different direction, economically and in foreign policy. And I think that the Barack Obama of the two candidates, I think was most presidential tonight in terms of articulating the vision about where he wants to take the country and the challenges that we're facing because of the 8 years of failed policies.
McCain said that a linchpin point in